as we're putting on our hot gloves, we're getting ready to do our wrap. So I'm going to talk you through the whole wrap process while Katie does the wrap process. So it's a little bit easier that way. So sometimes it's a little bit hard to talk and wrap at the same time. So we're going to do a little different than what we normally do, but it's okay. We're going to pull off our racks of ribs right here. I am very pleased with the color on these. They're a little bit darker, but you'll see in a little bit that they're dark right now, but they will be lit up in a little bit. So as you can see, we have great color. Bark's staying pretty much. So what we're gonna do first is Katie's gonna put down 2 pieces of butter. Then she's gonna take a little bit of the turbinado sugar, sprinkle it over the butter. Perfect. A little bit of your rub. Perfect. Gonna be our maple syrup blend of pecan and maple syrup together. You'll get a little bit more of a earthiness flavor to it. Perfect. And then Tennessee Red from Blue Hogs. So that's your vinegar to give you some acidity. Now she's going to repeat that process on the top. Butter 1 stick. So you see that we do 3 sticks of butter in every single one of the wraps. So you're just going to, you can go a little bit more heavier on that one now. Perfecto. A little bit of rub. So the reason why we're doing this is we're layering flavors. We're layering flavors to give all the flavor, give you that one perfect bite.
I know this is good.
Good. And then our secret ingredient, 7-Up. So 7-Up just goes like that, doesn't touch the meat, only stays in the wrap. So when we're wrapping, it's gonna come up. Perfect. Come up. You want to make sure you're tight the whole way through. So now, you're going to go back on the pit. If I had 6 racks of ribs, I'd stack them in a Jenga pattern. But because we only have 3, they'll sit right on the rack. Since we started this, no charcoal's added. I'm taking out the water pan and the diffuser now, but other than that, that's it. All right, guys, we're back. We've been on about 10-15 minutes with our wrap. So now this process for my wrap is a little different. I'm gonna pull my 3 racks of ribs right out, right here for 2 seconds. You'll see how some wrap's gonna come off, but it's okay. Sit the top right on real quick. Then I'll open these back up real quick. You see how that's all starting to melt? The butter's starting to melt. Oh. The color came back. It's not really going by temp. It's more for me just to know for feel where I'm at. I'm looking at temp, I'm looking at tenderness, I'm kind of looking at everything. These I will know have probably about a half an hour to 45 minutes inside this wrap. Just kind of taking it.
Look at that. I could drink that.
Flipping it over.
You would drink that?
Oh, yeah, the juice. Look at that.
Take that bone off. I didn't like how that was looking. Come back over. Stack that one up. So now they're back on the drum. See you in a little bit. So we're back. We're back here. We're cooking our ribs. Now we're going to check it for doneness. The doneness on ribs, I'm going by a bend test. I can tell that these are done by the bend. We'll bring them right over here. I'll show you when I open them up. So let me shut down the smoker for 2 seconds because I don't want to. This thing's going to spike up anyways now because it's empty. You see the pullback on the ribs, on the bones. I have a great pullback. Then I'm just gonna go in and feel it. You want it to go in like melted butter. Perfect. I'm reading 204, 206, 207 in temps, which is what we want. Then, just gonna sit here. We're gonna let it rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then we'll sauce them all up. We'll just do the glaze process, which is a little bit different than my buddy Tommy the Butcher does for his stuff, but it's all good.